Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this educational video. We will be discussing topics about dynamics. Dynamics is a branch of mechanics, physics, in which it involves now the presence of forces which cause the motion of the body or object. Yeah, in our kinematics, we do not involve forces, but we just focus on the motion itself. In this case, in dynamics, we will have now the forces that causes the motion. Remember, force causes acceleration. And the acceleration for our topic for this video will be about the acceleration due to gravity. Okay? Focus on how and why the motion happens. Classical examples in this video, I will be focusing on one problem involving free fall. And we also do have the projectile motion as classical examples for dynamics. Okay, free fall. Let's review. Free fall is the motion of an object under sole influence of gravity, since the object is falling downwards, so the gravity is acting on it. Manong baba na siya. And in doing free fall problems, we should always remove air resistance. We will neglect the presence of air resistance para if walay any atom molecules nga mubara sa pagbaba sa object, so we can really manifest or makita nato ang free fall without any external forces. Then the acceleration of this concept is constant. It's the same all the way down. When the object will be from top to bottom, the acceleration is constant. Okay? And this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. That's why I use the word G to denote or to give emphasis that it's a gravitational acceleration. And the magnitude or the value of acceleration due to gravity near Earth's surface is 9.8 meter per second, or in some other references, they round it off and they will make it as 10 meter per second squared. And we will be using negative here, not to make it a bit less in value, but negative talks about direction. Direction of the gravity is always pointing towards the center of the Earth, so it's negative 9.8 meter per second squared. That's the value of our gravity. The North Stars of this topic or our guides in doing free fall problems, we should always remember that direction is always vertically downward. Of course, it's free fall, so pababa. And then the acceleration of this is constant. It's 9.8 meter per second squared, and it doesn't matter about the weight or sorry, the mass of the matter, the amount of atoms or the amount of matter, it doesn't matter light or heavy objects, still acceleration is constant. And it increases with time, of course. As time running, uh, as the time is running, as the object falls, yeah, the velocity increases. So, yeah, ikan sa pagtagak, no, inay din mo paspas na yun na siya. And constant to acceleration. Please remember. And displacement is a vector, so therefore it has direction. That's why your answer in finding the height, because we can have it as a height or the distance from top to bottom, you will arrive to negative displacement or negative meters as the unit of displacement. Okay, and it increases quadratically with time. If you could notice that time in kinematic equation is being squared. We have t squared when object is at rest. That's free fall. So let's have now, yeah, the kinematic equations are crucial in assigning magnitudes or giving values of our values units and directions in calculating free fall. So types of free fall scenarios. we have the dropped object. We also have the thrown up object, and we have the thrown down object. So in drop object, object directly drop from a height. So you are on a cliff and then you drop something all the way through the ground. That's a drop object. Thrown up if you toss the ball upward and the ball will go up before it will hit the ground. In thrown up object, we have this maximum velocity na makaya sa object pag mo lupad siya pataas. Pag lupad na niya na yung instant diha nga mo stop sa siya. So pag mag-stop, zero ato ang velocity and before siya mubaba due to gravity. And yeah, object thrown up before gravity pulls it heavily downward. Thrown down object, yeah, you applied force kana ganing murag dribble ba nga applyan pag mo force ang pag-drop sa object. So thrown down object and drop object related siya is just that mas kana ganing paspas ang paghulog aning throwdown, but the gravity or the acceleration is constant in every situation since free fall man siya. Okay, so direction is downward, upward una before siya biraon sa gravity pababa. And we have also downward. All right, so let's have now the problem. As you can see, I prepare some illustration here. This is the ball or any object and it's going down. And the force acting on it is the force of gravity, and the acceleration is due to gravity as well. Going down, so we will use negative as a sign convention for our gravity. And the height of this, let's say, building or any means, no, nadri ang tao nagtindog, and then iyahang gi-drop ang object. So typically, it's a drop down. It's a drop uh, dropping an object situation, okay, at certain height. So the problem is provide the time the object hits the surface, and provide the velocity before it hits the surface. So we have two tasks for this problem. It's a drop object situation. Okay, in this case, since someone is holding this ball before someone released the ball is not moving. And of course, it will gonna be our initial velocity. And the initial velocity in drop object situation before releasing, it's always zero. And the unit, meter per second. Okay, I provided also here the four kinematic equations, and we try to find out later which one uh, best formula to be used in calculating the math of our problem today. Number one, provide a time the object hits the surface. So we will gonna find uh, which kinematic equation works in this problem. But of course, let's provide first the given of this illustration. Of course, we have the gravity always there, okay? Always influencing any mass moving downwards or falling down, okay? And as I said, in drop object scenario, before releasing the object, it starts with no motion. So velocity is zero because wala siya ng lihok. And the distance from top of the building all the way down, or from ground to the top, that's 5.2 meters. It's provided in the illustration. And then we need to find the uh, final velocity. That's number two, provide the final velocity before it hits the surface. But before finding the final velocity, we should need to provide the time in seconds, okay, so that we can calculate the final velocity. We need to calculate the time. So by looking at our kinematic equations, which one is best? The first one, we have initial velocity zero, we have gravity, we don't have the time, we don't have the time, And we don't have the final velocity, so we cannot really solve problems with two unknown variables in one equation. So we will not be using the first one. Next, we have the displacement. We have the initial, we don't have the time, but we have gravity. And yeah, this is good, okay? Because we need to find the time. And we all have the other variables such as gravity, displacement, and initial velocity. This one, we don't have final velocity, so we will not be using this. We don't have the final velocity, so we cannot use this formula, right? So we will be using the second kinematic formula provided in this, or yeah, on this video, okay? I will erase first everything here because para limpyo siya tanaw. Okay, we will be using the second one, this one. Okay, kani. Okay, so we will be using this as our formula. So use displacement or distance is equal to initial velocity times time plus 0.5 or 1/2 times gravity, acceleration due to gravity, and times squared. Let's substitute perfectly the units. For our displacement, we have this value 5.2. For our initial velocity, since we drop it from rest, so it's 0. And then our gravity here, acceleration due to gravity, it's negative 9.8 meter per second squared. Negative is just the direction downward, and we don't have that variable of time. So we need to find out. Now, we substitute already. For displacement, we have 5.2. For our initial velocity, it's 0, and you multiply any number to 0, it will give you 0 answer. So we can just delete this term. 0.5 and negative 9.8, that's the acceleration due to gravity. And then we don't have that time yet. Okay, so what to do next? You can multiply 0.5 to the acceleration due to gravity, 9.8, negative 9.8. Okay, so we deleted the term since 0 man tong atong initial, so wala siya. We will multiply 0.5 sa ato ang 9.8, and we can have this product of negative 4.9 meter per second squared. 0.5 multiplied to negative 9.8, so you will have negative 4.9 as the product. Okay, and in order to isolate our time, since this will be our variable that we need to figure out, we need to divide both equation by negative 4.9 meter per second squared. Divide na to. Tango diri bar sign na, or vinculum, so fraction meaning division. So when you will divide same unit, you can cancel it out. It will become 1, of course. So wala na ng negative 4.9 kay divide na to siya by itself. And in this case, i-divide na to ang 5.2, sorry, 5.2, i-divide na to siya sa ato ang negative 4.9. So our quotient is our quotient will be manong nag-positive na din ako nalimtan. Since ang atuang tawag ani, ang atuang pag-measure sa displacement mo na itong initial displacement xi, and this will be our final displacement. Ano ganito? Kay free fall man, pababa siya. That's your xf. Lisuda isulat. Okay? And of course, since pababa man itong displacement mo, negative ta diri sa itong distance. Negative, negative, and negative. Nalimtan gid siya. Our distance is negative, representing the direction of displacement, no? Vector ang displacement, so pababa man siya. Muna itong initial, diri sugod, antod ni baba, ni fall ang object, so it's negative 5.2. And it makes sense when we divide negative integers, both are negatives, it will result to positive. And we don't have negative time, so dapat positive yun itong answer. And if you notice, napay squared ang time, so all we need to do to get rid of the squared there, we will square out both equations. So get the square root of 1.06. Since naka-squared, we can cancel our radical sign and ato ang squared po dira. Radical sign, walaon na to. Ang ato pong squared po, walaon na to siya. So, our answer is time is equal to the square root of 1.06 second squared. Ang nigawas is 1.03 second. Atong answer, pag mag-square root ta, naman yun ay positive o negative, no? Positive o negative root. But we will be using positive because we don't have negative time. Okay. So, nganong na-arrive sa seconds, yun sa pag-cancel ang unit. So, focus ta diri nga part pagka ugaw na. Okay? Diri nga part, focus ta sa pag-divide nato. Okay. Alright, nag-divide man ta ani, no? Nag-divide ta og both equation gi-divide nato sa negative 4.9, ikas pud negative 4.9. Divide nato mo ni. Sorry, wala wala to nabutangan og bar sign dira. And yeah, nag-negative ta diri kay pababa lagi ang ato ang object, ni baba man siya, so ang pag-measure sa displacement, initial ni sa displacement niya, final niya ning nasa baba. So negative ta, ba man. Negative ang direction. So, ang aning nahitabo, i-divide nato ang 5.2 meter all over, or i-divide nato sa negative 4.9 meter per second squared. Mauni siya na sitwasyon. Dun sa nato ni para nabilin ang second squared. So, pasabot ani class, if we will divide fractions, it mahimong multiplication, no? Nya, i-kuha na to ang reciprocal sa katong kani ato ang kaning fraction nga nasa baba, nasa denominator. So in this case, ang mahitabo, copy na to ang 5.2, tara, and imaginary na yun ay 1 dira. Any whole number, ana siya over 1. So 5.2 here, natay over 1, multiply, like what I have said, mahimong multiplication, no? And we will get the reciprocal of 4.9 meter over second squared. Ibali lang nato na. So si 4.9 meter mo baba, tara ni baba siya, and si s squared po nato ni saka sa taas, nagbali siya. So in that case, we can cancel unit. Maka-cancel lang tayo if ever nasa numerator or denominator atong units dapat pareha. Like meter sa numerator, meter po sa denominator. So cancel out na to. Kinsay nabilin nga unit, si second squared. So 5.2 times second squared, that's 5.2 second squared, divide sa negative 4.9. The answer is anong negative man ni? Negative man po din si 5.2. Okay, sorry, that's a negative 5.2. Nato na butang tarong. So negative 5.2 divided by negative 4.9, the answer is positive 1.06 s squared. So mo na ni ganina diri. Tara. Then we get the square root of it para mawala ning squared sa time, and we arrive to this value of time. So sa pagbaba sa bola, it takes 1.03 seconds usa naabot ang bola sa ground. The next task is to provide the velocity before it hits the surface. So wala pa ni hit sa surface. Kung hit na sa surface, zero naman ang final velocity. So before hitting the surface. So our formula, gamiton, since time is our enemy in doing calculations, dili ta sa mas madali ta. So we will be using, pangitaon man nato ang final velocity. Dirita. Ano itong gamito na formula? Okay? So we will use the final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus gravitational acceleration times that time. Na naman tayo value sa time, which is 1.03 seconds. Let's substitute. We need to find the final velocity. So initial na to 0. You put it there. G is negative 9.8 meter per second squared. And we have 1.03 seconds as the time. Asa natin nakuha? Ganina. Tara. First na to ang gibuhat. And we will do the math. Multiply na to ning negative 9.8 sa ato ang value sa time. We will multiply it. 0 naman ni, so we can delete it already. So, pag multiply na to, we can have doble naman siya. 10.094 meter per second. Ganun nga meter per second mani, that's the unit of velocity. It makes sense. Kaya nag-cancel tag unit diri. Ani wala ani na doble na ni diri. Ito na wala. So you will have s or second, cancel nimo na duha man ni ka second squared. Wa isa, so mahimo nang isa. So mahimong meter per second. So the answer is approximately negative 10.1 meter per second kung i-round off na to. Okay. Na 10.1 kay look at the number beside or right side of 0, that's 9. So we have to add 1 to 0, so you can have negative 10.1 meter per second, the final velocity before reaching the ground. To confirm if the height is really 5.2, pwede po na to i-confirm na. We have the final velocity already. This is the value of our final velocity. And we also have the time. So, pwede tayong gamit ani nga mga variables or values to determine the displacement. So, kanina daw itong gamiton. Kaya moro po daw akong i-prepare. So, we use displacement is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by 2 times time. Let's substitute. Final velocity natin is negative 10.1. So, we have it here. Minus initial velocity natin from rest is it's 0. Then we will divide it by 2 and we will multiply it by the time na 1.03 seconds. So, of course, negative 10.1 minus 0, that's negative 10.1 meter per second, and we will divide it by 2 and multiply it by the time. If you plug it on your calculator, so you can have negative 5.2 0.15 meter or round it off to 5.2. So it makes sense. Okay? And yeah, my apology kay diri wa na ko ginegative ang ato ang displacement. Pababa man unta siya. That's it. Thank you for watching and I hope you learned something. Bye for now.